Hello, my name's Devious Gaming and you're watching episode 30 of my Pokemon Moon Egglocke. In the last episode we did catch a Magikarp which we are going to hatch right this second from an egg into the PC. We did make it to the ruins of Pony Island where we witnessed Hapu become the Kahuna for Pony Island, and we are now making our way over to Exeggutor Island. So I'm going to hatch this and head straight out to speak to the Sea Chief to get a lift. So without further ado, let's pick an egg from box number 5 and we will head out, hatch this egg and find out who we will be hatching from the egg, and we can level it up to level 20 as that was the level of the Magikarp caught. So let's have a look and see what's coming out of the egg. And we have hatched a Zora, which I believe we have had a Zora already. So we will, that is a dupe. I will just double check, but I do believe that is a dupe's clause. So we won't nickname this little guy. We'll head straight back into the PC to hatch another egg. So let's just double check that we have had one of these already. I believe we have. It was right near the beginning. We called it Atlas. So let's head back to box number 5 and trade it off again for another Pokemon. Let's choose this egg. I don't know what are in any of these eggs, so hence the dupes Pokemon, but let's have a look what we're getting this time. And we have hatched a Ghastly, which again I'm not sure if we've had one before or not, so I will double check before. So we nickname this thing just in case. I am going to call it Shadow. Just in case we haven't had one before, we can add this to our team. So let's head into the PC, check our RIP box once again. And we have not had a Ghastly, so Ghastly is staying. We will switch him out for now and leave him in the PC for when we need him, and bring Murkrow back out onto our team. And now let's head straight out to see the Sea Chief and see if we can get ourselves off to Exeggutor Island. So let's head straight down here. I believe I might have gone to the wrong end of the pier. Let's try the next one down. Or did I have it right the first time? I think I might have had it right the first time. Let's go inside. And that isn't where we are looking for. My mistake, guys. Do apologise. Need to go right to the end of the pier. There we go. Not paying much attention to the bottom of the screen there. Also, apologies for the lack of sound. I have forgotten to turn it on. So, sorry for the silence at the beginning of the episode there. Did you find her? Yes, and Hapu was made the new Kahuna. Oh no, now that's a joy to my ears. Her old grandfather must be smiling down on us. Yes, Hapu will do her best for her late grandfather, as I must do my best for my mother's sake, and for Nebby as well. And so, there's a place that we need to go. Exeggutor Island? Oh, you mean where the flute is? Well, you two did meet the Kahuna already, and Pony's captain ain't around anyway, so I guess there's no point waiting on any trials. Alright, the SSS Magikarp will have you there, and you'll think you're sailing in a dream. So we have climbed aboard the SS Magikarp, and we are going to get a lift over to Exeggutor Island, where we will hunt down the Sun Flute, so we can go to the altar of the moon and summon Lunala with any luck. So here we are over on Exeggutor Exeggutor Island? Ah, here we are at Exeggutor Island. I heard that this place used to be a trial site, though that was a long time ago now. You go on. Good luck to you both. Let's go find that flute, right? Trainers really can go anywhere as long as they have their Pokemon, can't they? I think I'm beginning to understand the appeal. I feel like trainers can open up the door to any future as long as they have their Pokemon. That's what it looks like to me when I see you, Devious, and Hapu and Hal, too. Ah, what is that, Devious? Looks like we are getting attacked by the tree. And it turns out that it is a wild Exeggutor. So this is going to be our encounter for Exeggutor Island. Obviously, it is a forced encounter, but let's see what we can do here. Let's try and take out this Exeggutor. I don't want to use Ice Punch, as that will be 4 times effective against this thing, as it is now a dragon type. So I'm going to hit it with 2 fire punches, and sadly it has been burned, so we do need to get this in the next few balls, otherwise it is likely this thing is going to die and we will not be getting an encounter over here. So let's throw some balls at this thing and see if we can catch it. Let's try a Ultra Ball to kick it off. Sadly, it did break out. We are going to get hit with another Confusion. We can take one more, so I will stick in with Hood for now. We've probably got 2 more attempts at catching this thing before it kills itself with the burn. So it looks like we may not be getting the encounter for Exeggutor Island. Let's try one more Ultra Ball. Oh, and there we have it. We did manage to capture this Exeggutor. So we will be adding another Pokemon to the PC at the end of the episode. Fantastic. Hood has gained a level to level 45 and wants to learn the move Spectral Thief. As we do not have the Marshadowium Z. Well, that's a bit of a tongue twister. We won't teach Spectral Thief, as the moves we have are pretty boss anyway, so we will keep the moveset we have on this Marshadow. So we have the Exeggutor that's going to be added to the Pokedex and then traded off in the PC at the end of this episode, hopefully, to add another Pokemon to our party. Phew, that was an Exeggutor, wasn't it? I think that the good weather in Alola has let it grow a bit more vigorously than I'd prefer. So let's head off now and look for this flute. Oh, it started to rain. Rain in Alola, huh? My skirt got a bit wet. Looking out at the rain like this reminds me of this one time when I was little.
I'd seen it in a movie, this man singing and dancing in the rain. It captivated me so much that I had to try it for myself. My mother spotted me out there in the rain, and she was so shocked that she ran out after me, without even bothering to get an umbrella. And then she smiled and she danced with me in the rain. Of course, we both ended up catching colds. She let me sleep in her bed, in her big bed with her. I was so happy that I kept waking her again and again, just to be sure it wasn't a dream. But then she changed, and all she could think about was the Ultra Beasts. And Noel and Nebby, they both ended up suffering so much, and I couldn't do anything. But you know what, Devious? Whenever I feel like there's nothing I can do, you seem to show up and you do something. Every time you've shown me that it's possible to do something. Even the first time we met. Nebby was being attacked, and all I could do was look on in horror. And at the A for Paradise, all I could do was wait for you and the others to save me. Whenever I'm in any sort of trouble, you're always there. Devious, what are you going to do once you finish your island challenge? I don't know. Oh, thank goodness. I'm such a relief to know that even someone like you feels unsure at times, Devious. I think I'd like to become a trainer too and travel together with you, Devious. Maybe there really are good omens sometimes, wouldn't you say? Lovely rainbow over Exeggutor Island there. Let's just head down the bottom. See if we missed anything down there. There might be some cheeky items. Or a nice TM. There is an item. And that is going to be a prism scale. Let's now head up to the top of the hill. And there is the flute we are looking for. Devious. You are definitely going to take it. You obtain the moon flute. Now we have the sun flute and the moon flute. I don't know if it will really summon the legendary Pokemon, but we can at least try. If nothing else, we'll have sounded the flutes in offering like people used to do. So thank you for coming this far with me, Devious. Let's go meet the chief on Seafolk and get back to Pony Island. So we're going to hitch a ride back to Pony Island now. That is the extent of Exeggutor Island. Look at you trial goers. You going to the altar to play the flutes. The altar lies all the way through vast Pony Canyon. It's a long road there. That path is like nature's own trail. Good luck to you, friends. And why don't you stop and tell Hapu that you're off before you go? So, we are going to head to the Pokemon Center, and I'm going to keep this episode short and sweet, as we have to make our way through the vast Pony Canyon and onto the altar of the moon. So I am going to try and do that all in one episode. So we will head into our PC and trade off our Exeggutor, see who we can add this time to the party. So let's move into the party and then move into box number 6, I believe, is where we will be taking a Pokemon from this time. I'm going to choose this one here. So let's take a few steps and find out who we will be adding, which is another level 40 Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So let's see who hatches from the egg. And there we have a Timpole. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if we've had this before. I'm pretty sure we haven't. So I am going to call this guy... what shall we call him? I'm going to call him Leo. Don't know why, I just am. Let's give him a capital for his first letter. Bit OCD, I know. Also, I have just realised that I have forgotten to change the question of the day today. So I will come up with one now, just off the top of my head. And that is, what is your favourite Alolan form Pokemon? So out of all the Alolan forms that were introduced into Pokemon Sun and Moon, which one is your favourite? So that will be the question today. So if you have managed to make it this far and you answer that question correctly down in the comment section below, I will pick you as the next Pokemon that we name. So let's just head into the PC and pop this Timpole back in the PC. Bring Murkrow back out onto our team. So there we go. And we can, I will level this guy up off screen up to level 40, where you may or may not evolve. So that is it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe for all my future content. I won't keep you any longer, guys. Ta-ta for now.